Hi, this is Jackie from ESLspeaking.org. So today I'm going to talk about using board games in ESL classes. So first of all, before we get any further, one super tip that I have for you is to check the teacher's resource book that goes along with the textbook that the students are using. You can often find some great board games in there. So just all you have to do is photocopy and bring them to class, and then you'll have a great time with your students. And it's really that simple. However, not to worry if you don't have a teacher's resource book. You can make your own board games super easily. So some topics and grammar points lend itself better to board games than others. So some things that I like to use them for are should and shouldn't, for giving advice, the simple past, likes and dislikes, as well as frequency adverbs like always, sometimes, etc. So the way I make my own board games is I have a template in Google Drive. And then on that board, I have squares like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it goes down to about 30. And the students just have to follow the numbers in a line. And then I have some special squares, like trade places with the person on your left, go back 5, free, take a rest, things like that. But otherwise, the rest of the squares will have, for example, if I'm doing problem and advice, they would have a question. For example, they'd have like a problem, like I can't sleep at night. And then the student would land there with their token, and then they would have to give some advice to that person. You shouldn't drink coffee before bed. And then the other spaces would be filled with different questions. The way that you can roll dice for board games, actually I hate using actual dice because it's super loud and I find the dice like roll all over the classroom. It kind of just gets too crazy. So there's a few different methods for this. So I like to use 2 coins. So for example, heads and heads equals 4, heads plus tails equals 2, and then tails plus tails equals 1, something like that. Or you can get like a number grid and students close their eyes and then move a pen around, and whatever their pen touches, that's the number for like 3 or 5, etc. That's how you make your own board games. But if you want to use some board or card games, just for kind of a fun party day in your class, some of the easier ones I recommend are Scrabble, Uno, Monopoly, Taboo, Apples to Apples. However, I've also taught some bigger classes of very advanced students. And in this case, I just brought my regular board games. For example, King of Tokyo, Settlers of Catan, Puerto Rico, Seven Wonders, whatever I just happened to have at home, I would bring it in and I would teach the students. And they actually loved it. It was a really fun class. And some of them even bought the board games for themselves to teach their friends because they really enjoyed playing them so much. All right, so those are all my tips and tricks for using board games with your ESL students. If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, leave a comment below about your favorite board game that you like to use in your English classes. And if you want some more ideas for teaching English, be sure to check out my book, 39 No Prep, Low Prep ESL Speaking Activities for Teenagers and Adults. You can find it easily on Amazon, or we'll put the link down below for you. All right, until next time, bye everybody.